We're in Shanghai. You know, it's a beautiful city. I mean, look around me, it's really amazing.
Yanni's affection for China continues with his world tours. He's come to China several times. In 2011, he adopted a panda in Chengdu and named it Santorini.
I accept this gift and this honor with great humility and a profound sense of responsibility towards the country of China.
Yes, it's for Santorini. Oh man.
This is the gift of a lifetime. I named the panda Santorini. In the word Santorini is included a Greek word, Irini, which means peace. And Santorini is also the most beautiful Greek island. I think it's one of the most beautiful islands in the world. It's like adorable. It is beautiful. And I thought this panda now could be called a beautiful panda of peace. Long live Santorini. I have written a song named Santorini, and it's one of my favorite songs. I wrote it 30 years ago, and it also exists in your primary music books, school books. So it has a lot of meaning. I thought it was a good name. It takes your heart away. They're so adorable. It's just a surreal experience. Beautiful, very touching. We love it here. We're going to play Chengdu tomorrow, and the people have been so beautiful towards us. We feel at home here. I mean, it feels natural here. We feel good here.
Yet of all the beautiful memories he's made in China, he says his most unforgettable experience was in 1997 when he became the first Western musician to ever perform at the Forbidden City. But Beijing is not new to you because you got known to Chinese audiences first in 1997, that concert at the Forbidden City. If you take another look back in that at that concert in 1997, what do you remember?
I remember everything about it. It's one of the highlights, not only of my career, it's one of the highlights of my life. They say that before you die, your life flashes before you. I think the performance in the Forbidden City would be one of the things that I will see.
You were actually the first Western musician to be allowed to perform at the Forbidden City in China.
Yes.
At the time.
And it happened a few months apart. It was a very difficult, it was an exciting 2 or 3 years for me during that time. It took close to 2 years to complete the concert, to make the concert happen.
You started actually at the Acropolis in Greece, and you've also performed, say, in South America, and Taj Mahal in India, all these monumental places. But do you see a connection between those venues and your music?
It is, I've been asked this question many times. The fact that you are at a monument, just a person coming and sitting on a chair and looking at the Taj Mahal or the Forbidden City or the Parthenon, they already had a feeling. The place, you could feel it. You're a little bit out of control because you're outside. So Mother Nature plays a role. I remember when we did the Forbidden City, the second day, it almost rained. It was raining everywhere around Beijing, but not
that night.
That night.
It was perfect.
Yes, and we were very lucky. You're a little bit out of control, but you gain in passion. You gain, you can see the stars, you can see the moon sometimes come out, and the audience reacts to that. As opposed to playing indoors, which, yeah, you have a great advantage because you have total control.
Mm-hmm.
You have total control of the environment and where you're going to put your lights and where you're going to do. When you go in the Forbidden City, what are you going to do? Start nailing things on buildings? You can't. It's everything is difficult and you have to be extremely careful. And also, it makes it very difficult for me as a composer because I have to present something that is appropriate for the monument, it is appropriate for the culture, and when I leave, I want them to be happy with what I did.
Mm-hmm.
That's not easy.
I guess that must be an unforgettable experience for all these music fans. It's like traveling in time, it's like interacting with history.
It was very touched, because it was my first time in China. I had no idea what to expect. I was learning about the culture, the people, how the people behave. It just really, I respect the Chinese people very much because they love their country, they have a passion for their country. I've watched them since 97 to 2013, how much this country has exploded and the changes that have taken place. With great pleasure, I might add, watching this country just come up like this. Yeah, and I spend a lot of time when I travel all over the world, do concerts every night. Since the last time we did the concerts here in China, which was a year and a half ago, I talk to every audience every night, whether I'm in Brazil or in Norfolk, Virginia, right next to the U.S. Navy. I'm talking to the military and I'm talking to them about the Chinese people and how they are. I feel as if I'm doing a good thing for the world by introducing cultures. Just give them an idea of a little more understanding of each other.